Marcus Aurelius, one of the most renowned and influential Stoic philosophers in history, left an indelible mark on the world during his reign as a Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD. As the last of the five good emperors, Aurelius held a position of immense power, with the ability to indulge in any desire or temptation that crossed his mind. However, he chose a different path, dedicating his life to the pursuit of justice and fairness, guided by the principles of Stoicism. Despite the demands of his role as emperor, Aurelius found solace in writing the Meditations, a collection of introspective essays that have become a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Within these pages, he poured out his thoughts, creating a series of to-do lists and self-improvement guides that focused on adopting a cosmic perspective and engaging in critical self-reflection. Aurelius sought to evaluate his own judgments and those of others objectively, recognizing the importance of a clear and rational mind. As the leader of a powerful empire, Aurelius faced numerous challenges and battles, both on the battlefield and within his own mind. However, he turned to his Stoic beliefs to navigate these turbulent times, using the philosophy as a means to release stress and anxiety and to become the most capable and reliable leader he could be. By embodying the principles of Stoicism, Aurelius demonstrated that it was possible to maintain a sense of inner peace and clarity, even in the face of adversity. Stoicism, a philosophy that has stood the test of time, is more than just a theoretical framework. It is a deeply inspiring way of thinking and living. The Stoics held a firm belief that the key to personal happiness lay in acting morally, which required sound judgment and rational thought. By cultivating a logical mind, one could navigate the complexities of life with greater ease and purpose. In the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, we find 5 essential concepts that can help us develop a more rational and clear-thinking approach to life. These lessons, passed down through the ages, have the power to transform our perception of the world and our place within it. By subscribing to this channel, you will embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth as we delve deeper into the wisdom of one of history's greatest minds. Your support is crucial in inspiring us to create more content that aims to enrich and enlighten, helping you to cultivate a logical mind and live a life guided by the timeless principles of Stoicism. In the realm of personal growth and self-mastery, the teachings of Stoicism offer a powerful framework for cultivating resilience, wisdom, and inner peace. As you embark on this transformative journey, the first lesson that beckons your attention is the art of sharpening your perception. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, imparts a profound insight. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. This simple yet profound statement encapsulates the essence of taking control of your view, a fundamental tenet of Stoicism. In our daily lives, we often find ourselves entangled in a web of judgments, assigning value to every encounter, person, event, and circumstance that crosses our path. We label things as good, bad, interesting, boring, beautiful, or ugly, unaware of the draining effect this constant evaluation has on our well-being. When we allow our emotions to color our perceptions, we risk tainting our experiences with negativity and exaggeration. A difficult day becomes an insurmountable challenge. A boring party becomes a wasted evening, and a heartbreak becomes an all-consuming sorrow. However, the Stoics invite us to pause, to step back from our initial impulses, and to view life through a more objective and compassionate lens. The practice of undoing judgments lies at the heart of cultivating a Stoic mindset. It involves looking beyond our immediate reactions and seeking a more positive and reasonable interpretation of the world around us. That dull party becomes an opportunity to explore a new environment and connect with unfamiliar faces. The end of a relationship becomes a chance for personal growth and self-discovery. By refraining from judging based on our first impressions and feelings, we open ourselves up to a more balanced and empowering perspective. As you navigate the complexities of life, take a moment to question the rationality of your opinions. Ask yourself, what is the foundation for my judgment? Is there a more accurate or uplifting way to perceive this situation? Marcus Aurelius reminds us that harms can only exist if we allow them to reside in our minds. The more we dwell on the difficulty of an event, the more power we grant it over our well-being. By recognizing that we have the ability to control our reactions and interpretations, we reclaim our agency and inner peace. The Stoics encourage us to seek the opportunity or source of good in even the most challenging circumstances. When faced with obstacles, such as a slow-learning coworker whose mistakes impact the company's bottom line, it is easy to feel frustrated and hindered in our pursuit of success and efficiency. However, by turning the hurdle upside down, we discover a hidden gift. This situation presents a chance to cultivate patience, hone our teaching skills, learn the art of integrating new team members, and practice grace under pressure. Every challenge becomes an invitation for personal growth and character development. As you embark on this transformative journey of sharpening your perception, remember that the power to shape your reality lies within you. Choose to view the world through a lens of rationality, compassion, and resilience. Seek the lessons and opportunities that lie beneath the surface of adversity. By embracing the wisdom of the Stoics and undoing judgments, you unlock the door to a life of greater clarity, purpose, and inner strength. With each conscious choice to reframe your thoughts and reactions, you take a step closer to mastering the art of living well. But this circumstance can also present a chance for good. You will get the opportunity to cultivate your patience, hone your skills as a mentor, learn the intricacies of integrating new team members, and navigate the challenges of high-pressure situations. These invaluable experiences will not only contribute to your personal growth, but also enhance your ability to drive financial success in the long run. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Embrace the obstacles as stepping stones to your own development and success. In the grand tapestry of life, it is essential to pause and view the world through an objective lens, rather than hastily judging every encounter with a critical eye. By taking a step back and reframing your perspective, you may discover that life is far more straightforward and transparent than initially perceived. Every situation, no matter how challenging, holds within it the potential for a more uplifting and enlightening interpretation. As you make the necessary mental adjustments, the weight of life's annoyances will gradually dissipate, allowing you to navigate your journey with greater ease and clarity. Develop emotional restraint. The second lesson in the art of Stoicism is the mastery of emotional restraint. Marcus Aurelius advises us to refrain from allowing our feelings to overpower the wisdom of our minds. It is time to bid farewell to the shackles of hypocrisy, selfishness, and irritability. Acting irrationally is often portrayed as the antithesis of acting from a place of emotional impulse. Nothing has the power to cloud our judgment more than the tempestuous storm of our own emotions. Therefore, the ability to control your emotions stands as one of the most crucial skills to cultivate if you aspire to maintain clarity of thought in all circumstances. Marcus Aurelius held the belief that anger, in particular, wreaks more havoc than good. Contrary to popular belief or attempts, managing your emotions does not necessitate their suppression. When faced with the searing rage born from betrayal, denying its existence to yourself or others, or pretending that all is well, will not extinguish its flames. No matter how deeply you bury it, the ember of anger will continue to smolder within. The Stoics teach us that the key to controlling emotions like anger lies in redirecting their energy. So, when the next wave of anger crashes over you, pause to consider how you can harness its power constructively. While the temptation to lash out at the one who wronged you may be alluring, ask yourself if doing so will truly improve your situation or the character of the betrayer. In other words, reflect on your instinctive response and evaluate its usefulness. If it proves futile, seek out alternative ways to express your emotions. Perhaps engaging in a calm and open dialogue with the person who caused you pain, striving to understand their perspective, can yield more positive results. You may also find solace in journaling, physical exercise, immersing yourself in a video game, or any other activity that allows you to release your anger in a healthy manner. Consider anxiety or fear as another example. While you cannot simply suppress these emotions, you can guide them in a productive direction. Instead of allowing anxiety to paralyze you, you can harness its energy to push yourself beyond your comfort zone, to confront the actions that trigger your unease, and to remain mindful of its presence throughout the process. Imagine a scenario where you find yourself gripped by fear at the prospect of requesting a raise from your employer. Many individuals use this type of anxiety as a justification for inaction, succumbing to their fears. Others may attempt to manage it by viewing their worry as an obstacle to be suppressed and ignored in the pursuit of progress. However, neither approach is necessary. Instead, you can acknowledge and express your fear in a constructive manner, potentially even leveraging it to your advantage. For instance, this anxiety may prompt you to contemplate all the potential pitfalls and prepare for the myriad questions your boss might pose, as well as the possible counter-arguments. This way, you can prepare for them and create a plan for every eventuality that can arise. The fear serves as a powerful motivator to actually do it, to push yourself and develop personally, to show yourself that you can do it, and to take the step not in spite of your fear, but in part because of it. And in that case, you can be conscious of your anxiety the entire time and think, how awesome that I'm trying this anyway. When you cultivate the ability to redirect strong emotions, you become an unshakable force, able to maintain composure in the face of any adversity. Your emotions will no longer hold sway over your capacity for logical thought and wise decision-making. The key to unlocking a more tranquil existence lies in the mastery of emotional self-control. By harnessing the power of your emotions and channeling them towards positive ends, you open the door to a life of greater resilience, clarity, and inner peace. Apply the control dichotomy. The third lesson in the art of Stoicism is the exercise of the duality of control. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, you have control over your thinking, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The dichotomy of control refers to the distinction between what lies within our sphere of influence and what remains beyond our grasp. For instance, we have no power over the weather, the ebb and flow of traffic, or the opinions held by others. However, we do possess a measure of control over our own appearance, the time we choose to depart, and the company we keep. Therefore, whenever you find yourself in a situation that stirs your emotions, pause and ask yourself, what am I in control of? Take decisive action for anything that falls within your realm of influence. For everything that lies beyond your control, learn to accept and embrace it without allowing it to sway your inner equilibrium. By mastering the art of distinguishing between these two domains, and responding accordingly, you can swiftly cleanse your mind of unnecessary turmoil. The concept of amor fati, or love for fate, is a crucial component of the duality of control. When you wholeheartedly accept and embrace all the circumstances that life presents to you, you will find yourself perpetually in love with life itself. While you may not have the power to alter your circumstances or evade the hand of fate, you can make the conscious choice to love your life, come what may. In a scenario where you face rejection for a job you've been pursuing for years, it may seem impossible to find a way forward. You put forth your best effort to secure the position, only to be met with disappointment. In such a situation, pretending to love fate may feel like an insurmountable challenge. However, this perception is a misunderstanding. Rather than viewing the failure to achieve your goal solely as a negative outcome, delve deeper into the factors that contributed to the adverse result, and use this knowledge to inform a positive course of action. If your own shortcomings were the reason you didn't get the job, then you have the power to effect change. When a similar opportunity arises in the future, you can work on improving those areas of weakness and give it another shot. Alternatively, factors such as nepotism or a personality clash with a member of the hiring team may have played a role in the outcome. In such cases, there is no point in harboring resentment over something that was never truly within your control. The opportunity, in essence, was never truly available to you. One aspect of embracing fate involves distancing yourself from predetermined outcomes and external markers of success. For example, if you aspire to be a writer and measure your success solely by the number of books you sell, you are effectively allowing the capricious whims of the book market to dictate your sense of accomplishment. However, you are in charge of your success if you decide to gauge it based on your level of satisfaction with the final result or the amount of effort you put into it. So, by all means, make sure to do your utmost to reach your goals, but never lose sight of the possibility that you may not succeed in doing so, and embrace this potential outcome in advance. When one focuses exclusively on the things they can control and makes a commitment to accept everything else as it is, they will find themselves remaining calm no matter what occurs. By relinquishing attachment to external outcomes and placing your emphasis on the aspects of life that lie within your sphere of influence, you cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience. This mindset allows you to navigate the unpredictable currents of life with grace and equanimity, knowing that you have done your best and embraced the uncertainty of the journey. Acknowledge the virtues. The fourth lesson in the art of Stoicism is to embrace the virtues. A virtue can be thought of as a perfection of character, or more simply expressed, morally upright behavior. As Marcus Aurelius eloquently stated, delve deep within yourself, for a wellspring of goodness is ready to gush forth if you persist in your quest. Such actions are not only advantageous to you, but also to the people around you and the greater good. Stoicism embraces the notion of a connected universe in which everyone and everything is intertwined. As a result, doing what is best for the greater good ultimately benefits you as an individual. The Stoics firmly believed that those who dedicated themselves to the welfare of society were the ones most in tune with reason. In other words, they lived by their moral principles. On the other hand, the Stoics attributed the lack of virtue to ignorance. Virtues can serve as your guiding stars, keeping you on the righteous path and grounded when life throws you into unexpected situations. Those who are most endowed with virtue often exude a sense of calm and tranquility, as their inner compass remains steadfast in the face of adversity. To embody virtue, one must absorb and embody the four Stoic cardinal virtues: wisdom, justice, temperance, and courage. Wisdom, according to the Stoics, is the ability to discriminate between good, bad, neutral, and everything in between. It requires overcoming the influence of emotions and allowing reason to determine what is morally right. When faced with a choice, wisdom enables you to weigh both possibilities objectively, free from the sway of personal biases or desires. It is the foundation upon which all other virtues are built, guiding your actions and decisions with clarity and integrity. Justice, the second virtue, is built upon the foundation of wisdom. It is a dedication to what is fair and a propriety for both oneself and others. The Stoics viewed justice as a responsibility to oneself, one's fellow human beings, and society as a whole. By embodying justice, you ensure that your actions align with what is right and equitable, contributing to the well-being of all. The third virtue, courage, enables action even in the presence of one's own fear. It encourages you to embark on endeavors despite not knowing how they will turn out, or to act for the greater good. Courage is not the elimination of fear, desire, or anxiety, but rather the deliberate choice to move forward despite these emotional obstacles. It is the strength of character that allows you to face challenges head-on, armed with the conviction of your principles and the willingness to stand up for what is right. Last but not least, temperance, often referred to as moderation, denotes maintaining a middle ground between extremes. It involves the exercise of discipline, restraint, and self-control. Marcus Aurelius emphasized how our ability to self-regulate sets us apart from other animals. Temperance prioritizes long-term well-being over momentary pleasure. Consider something as commonplace as a bag of chips. Consuming the entire bag might provide short-term gratification, but it jeopardizes one's health and even mood in the long run. In this case, exercising restraint entails stopping after a few bites. The proper amount to consume before stopping is determined by wisdom. Stoicism divides things and acts into three categories: good, bad, and indifferent. According to personal inclination, the guiding principles were to seek good, shun evil, and embrace indifference. Deviating from these rules meant encouraging evil, stealing, showing disrespect, being careless, or refraining from doing good. Indifferent behaviors, like going for a leisurely walk, accomplished neither. These values promote a calm, collected state, in addition to personal improvement. You can always walk the virtuous path, led by reason, and cultivate a calm mind if your acts are in line with these virtues. In the realm of Stoicism, the art of temperance involves the delicate balance between indulgence and restraint. It is the wisdom to know when to stop, to recognize the point at which pleasure gives way to excess. In the case of the humble bag of chips, exercising restraint means savoring a few bites, allowing the flavors to dance upon your tongue before gently setting the bag aside. It is the conscious choice to prioritize long-term well-being over the fleeting satisfaction of momentary desires. The proper amount to consume, the line between enjoyment and overindulgence, is determined by the virtue of wisdom. Stoicism, in its profound understanding of the human experience, divides things and acts into three distinct categories: good, bad, and indifferent. These categories serve as the guiding principles for navigating the complexities of life, helping individuals align their actions with their personal inclinations and moral compass. The path of virtue lies in seeking good, shunning evil, and embracing indifference. To deviate from these rules is to invite chaos and discord into one's life. Encouraging evil, stealing, showing disrespect, being careless, or refraining from doing good are all actions that lead one astray from the path of righteousness. On the other hand, indifferent behaviors, such as going for a leisurely walk, neither contribute to nor detract from one's moral character. They exist in the neutral space between good and bad, allowing for moments of rest and reflection. The cultivation of these virtues, these guiding principles, does more than simply promote personal growth and improvement. They foster a state of calm and collectedness, a serenity that permeates every aspect of one's being. When your actions align with the virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, you find yourself walking the path of righteousness, guided by the light of reason. Your mind becomes a sanctuary of tranquility, unperturbed by the chaos and turmoil of the world around you. You navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity, secure in the knowledge that you are living in accordance with your highest ideals. The cultivation of a calm mind is a journey that requires constant vigilance and self-reflection. It is the art of examining one's thoughts and actions, of recognizing the moments when emotions threaten to overpower reason. In those moments, the practice of Stoicism becomes a beacon of clarity, reminding us to pause, to breathe, and to choose the path of virtue. It is the recognition that our reactions to the world around us are within our control, that we have the power to shape our own experiences through the lens of our perceptions. As you walk the path of Stoicism, embracing the virtues and cultivating a calm mind, you begin to see the world in a new light. The petty frustrations and fleeting desires that once consumed your thoughts lose their hold over you. You find yourself more attuned to the beauty and wonder that surrounds you, more appreciative of the simple joys that life has to offer. You become a beacon of strength and resilience, a source of inspiration to those around you who are struggling to find their way. The practice of Stoicism is not a destination, but a lifelong journey of self-discovery and growth. It is the recognition that we are all works in progress, that our struggles and triumphs are part of the tapestry of the human experience. As you embrace the virtues and cultivate a calm mind, you become more than just an individual seeking personal fulfillment. You become a force for good in the world, a living embodiment of the principles of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. In the end, the path of Stoicism is a path of liberation. It frees us from the tyranny of our own desires and fears, allowing us to live a life of purpose and meaning. It reminds us that true happiness lies not in the fleeting pleasures of the world, but in the cultivation of a virtuous character and a tranquil mind. As you walk this path, guided by the wisdom of the ancient Stoics, you will find yourself transformed, empowered to face the challenges of life with grace, courage, and unwavering resolve. Adopt a bigger picture viewpoint. Fifth lesson, adopt a broader viewpoint. Whenever you want to converse about individuals, it's best to take a bird's eye view and see everything at once, as Marcus Aurelius says in our final quotation from Plato. Adopting a wide-angle vision is a really vital component of developing mental clarity. In the craziness of life, we frequently find ourselves enmeshed in every problem, each problem seeming to carry the weight of the entire globe. Imagine yourself in a small group. You can feel as though the city as a whole is choked with people. However, taking a few steps back and changing your perspective will show you a completely other reality. In essence, we become aware of how insignificant our individual experiences are and how tiny we are in the great scheme of things when we step back and reflect on the grand tapestry of our universe and existence. This perspective change reveals the vast realm outside of our immediate contact. People frequently fail to recognize that, even within their own lives, their own experiences and perspectives aren't the only ones that need consideration. Consider a person who has had a negative experience with dogs. Unless they consciously accept the possibility of different experiences, they could find it difficult to imagine that dogs could be cherished companions to others. It's important to take a step back occasionally and ask, what am I missing or not understanding? This self-examination technique has many advantages. Think about having to decide whether to accept a newly opened position somewhere or keep your current position. Making such a choice could seem difficult, especially if you're not sure which one would help you achieve your goals. Although you are apprehensive of the added duties that come with a promotion and your existing position gives security, the allure of a higher pay tempts you. You could feel trapped by this predicament. However, have you considered switching careers entirely or looking into a side business that would be complementary to your current position? Perhaps focusing on a passion will help you divert your attention from less enjoyable duties. It's completely conceivable that you are unaware of a number of uncharted life paths. Making well-informed decisions is greatly aided by adopting a broad perspective rather than focusing only on present issues. Expanding your horizons is beneficial for both setting priorities and forming opinions. it's critical to take into account all angles and options in a situation in order to reach a thorough conclusion. Additionally, taking a step back means removing yourself from personal prejudices and opinions. Temporarily putting aside your desires might give you a new perspective and inspire you to think about the people in your life and your obligations to them. You might view an activity like littering as insignificant in the heat of the moment. The significance of your propensity to litter, in contrast to the sustainability of the planet, becomes vividly obvious when you pause and broaden your viewpoint to consider the totality of the world and the potential implications if everyone followed suit. As was already established, the Stoics believed that everything in the universe is interconnected and that your own well-being is enhanced by the well-being of the entire world. When faced with a decision, challenge, difficulty, or change in your life, it is crucial to step back and consider the world as a whole rather than simply your own life. In the grand tapestry of existence, the art of adopting a broader viewpoint is a transformative practice that unlocks the door to mental clarity and profound insight. As Marcus Aurelius eloquently reminds us in his final quotation from Plato, whenever you want to converse about individuals, it's best to take a bird's-eye view and see everything at once. This wide-angle vision, this ability to step back and observe the intricate web of life from a higher perspective, is a vital component of cultivating a clear and uncluttered mind. In the frenetic chaos of daily life, we often find ourselves entangled in a myriad of problems, each one seemingly carrying the weight of the entire world upon our shoulders. We become so deeply enmeshed in the minutiae of our individual struggles that we lose sight of the bigger picture, the vast expanse of existence that extends far beyond our immediate concerns. Imagine yourself standing in the heart of a bustling city, surrounded by a sea of people. In that moment, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, as though the entire metropolis is bursting at the seams with humanity.